I'm Michelle with two L's.
And I'm Natalie the Red.
And we are Force of Light Entertainment. And today we're here to give you our review of Cobra Kai.
Woo-woo!
Season 6, the first part one.
Yes,
Part one of Cobra Kai. We are, there could be some spoilers in this, but we're really just kind of going to give you our general thoughts of what has happened in these first 5 episodes. We got 5 episodes now, and then I guess we get the last 5 in November, which I'm not loving the massive gap there.
It is a bit of a gap.
Like with Stranger Things, part 1 and part 2 were divided by literally one month.
Yeah.
I felt like that was good.
Right.
They're making us wait. But let's go ahead and get into our thoughts for the first 5 episodes, part 1 of Cobra Kai season 6. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Yeah, I did too.
It is the show. At times, it's so cheesy. It's so over the top.
But it's like,
but you have fun.
I know for you all that listened to our Twisters review and heard me, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, what a movie or show hypocrite, because I was complaining about the cheese of the movie. And I know this is an extra cheesy cheese, okay? I get it.
It's kind of that 80s cheese. In fact, I find this show cheesier than any of the movies, right. the Karate Kid movies.
But there's so much that works about it that it's just kind of like, okay, I'll just consider it campy and take it.
It is campy. And by the end of like the second episode, I think I tweeted out, this show just is so much fun. Like
it's so much fun. I always like, even when it's been a while, like it has, like since the last season. And I think like, I kind of started begrudgingly, and I'm like, I know I've really gotten into it before, but am I really going to like it again? And then once it got going, like even by the end of this 5 episodes, I'm like, I'm ready for the next 5. And it just never ceases to surprise me. I feel like, and then I'll let you talk, Shell, but this show, it's kind of like soul food in a way.
It is.
Like there's a resolution, like they care about each other, like the relationship focus. I just really think it's a great kind of unique show.
Yeah, it was just a great example of how to actually bring something back from the past and to do it right. But this show, it just continues to be fun. Of course, in this part, they're working for this big like worldwide karate tournament,
which is that's what I'm talking about. Like obviously, it's so over the top.
Yes, but I really enjoy things I liked about the season. Of course, Johnny, again, spoilers. Johnny, we find out him and Miguel's mother are going to have a daughter.
I know.
I found the whole episode where he's trying to make Tori and Sam, who have finally kind of put away their differences, and he's trying to make them fight. That whole episode, he's like, I understand girls, or no, girls are easy. He keeps saying, Johnny keeps saying.
You know, there's a part in that, like that actually I just was like kind of listening, and it made me laugh at the sleepover thing. But it was just how well, if Tori hadn't delivered it just right, it wouldn't have like hit its mark and been funny. It would have been cheesy. But he's like, I want to have this slumber party, and she says, with you?
Yeah.
It's just funny the way, because it is like, why are you trying to?
Yeah, it was that whole episode was funny. I enjoyed that a lot. You also have the storyline of Daniel finding some mystery about Mr. Miyagi.
Yes.
And I'm still feel like that's going to unfold a little more in the next part, because we all know Mr. Miyagi was a good guy.
Of course.
If he did something bad, I feel there was a logical reason,
absolutely.
So you've got that going on. And then I will say, like, okay, so highlights for me.
It just came to me. He took the fall for his brother.
I bet he did. But
I didn't mean to correct that for you guys already, but I guarantee you.
So highlights for me of these first 5 episodes, Johnny Lawrence continues to be, I tweeted out, him and Hopper, my 2 from Stranger Things,
I saw that,
are my 2 favorite male characters of the last probably 10 years on TV. And
like Johnny, he again, kind of like the beginning of Hopper, but Johnny, he keeps some of it, but it's like he's such a lovable disaster.
He is.
That's why we love him. But he also has shown growth. Absolutely, I think. Like Johnny Lawrence is maturing, he's evolving, but he's still going to be him, and we like that about the character.
Yes. So Johnny was great. I really enjoyed that. And then let me give 2 things that I like, and then I'll pass it over to you, Natalie. So one was funny. See, I'm just going to things I really enjoyed. I laughed out loud, literally laughed out loud when Kenny poops his pants.
I felt I literally
Um,
kind of was like mouth open because I thought, man, they went there.
They went there.
Like they went there because like that. I felt for Kenny.
And Johnny, of course, Johnny just says, "Well, I guess he got his brown belt." And I was cracked up. I mean, the kid,
like I was having
pants.
mixed emotions because I felt bad. Yes.
Yes.
So let's just say he had next.
Yes, he that was funny. And then I would say the other scene, which I actually will put this scene as I think it was the best scene of the first 5 episodes because I think it brought the show weight and gravity. Is when Tori, who has been my personal, I would say out of the kids, I would say she's been my favorite character. I just think they've given her the best storyline, the most to overcome, even more than Miguel. Tori has had a very hard path, and to see the growth she's had, I think has kind of been more like the Johnny track you've kind of gotten with her character. And the actress who plays her, Peyton List, I guess is her name.
She's really a good actress.
Yes, she did in the episode where her mother dies and she starts crying out, "Mom, Mom," like that. She did a fantastic job.
And
it was heart-wrenching, but like I actually, what's sad is sitting there as someone who enjoys TV, I was like, that was such a well done scene. Like the actress did such a great job with that. And it just makes you feel for her so much more when you've already felt for her throughout this show. And of course that sets up with her going back with Kreese and the drama of it all.
Which we can talk about that for a second, but yeah, it was kind of like I should have known, but it was still like, and it is a little bit just the cheesiness that it's like boom boom, like here she is on their side, but it's like I would expect nothing less,
Yeah,
I appreciated that.
So you've got set up too. Kreese is working with that one Asian woman from the last season, and they've got I think they're in Japan. I forgot where it was, but they've got a team that's there, so they're definitely stacking it up for a very interesting back half of the show, of the well, actually part 2 I think is the finale of Cobra Kai, of the series. So I'm very interested of where it's going to go. I felt like especially about episode 3, I really got into it.
Yeah, me too.
The first really established the relationships again, but I thought this first half was excellent.
Me too. Really, me too.
Yes, I again, which by the end of it was just like, man, I can't wait for the second part of the show and to see how it plays out, to see can Cobra Kai, or not Cobra Kai, can Miyagi-Do, how do they face off when they're at this worldwide type competition? How's that going to go? So I'm interested to see where this goes. And something else I was going to say, Hawk's hair. It's next level in this season.
It is. It's off the chain.
It is the full American flag. It's he really went all out in this season. I will have to say that Sam continues to be my least favorite character.
Wait a minute, which one's Sam?
Sam is Daniel's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
It's like where Tori's like the best kid character, Sam's like continues to be one of the weaker spots. But I mean, that's nothing for the actress. I'm not saying anything, it's her. It's just, I don't know.
Like not a lot of complexity.
There's not a lot of complexity. Tori's got a lot of complexity. That's the issue there. Yeah.
She has a richer backstory in a sense.
It's kind of like Johnny and Daniel. Like I like the character of Daniel a lot, Danielson. But Johnny's more, a little more interesting in the show just because he's got the better story arc as far as that. But anything else, Natalie, that you thought of?
So, well, a question more so that I thought of. I want you guys to let me know in the comments. And then I'll ask Michelle here right now. Are you more of a fan though of the name Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do?
Cobra Kai.
Okay.
But
and I want you to let me know in the comments.
But it's hard because when you watch those original movies, you love Mr. Miyagi so much.
Yeah, so you get it.
Yeah, because he's like a Yoda-like character. Like you love Mr. Miyagi.
Truly.
So it's like you feel in a way actually Cobra Kai needed to die. They say Cobra Kai never. You felt like in a way it kind of does need to in a way. And we got to honor Mr. Miyagi at the end here. But at the same time, I feel like, okay, I will say this. I feel like Johnny's kind of right that they also need to have some be a little tougher.
I think the
like
bottom,
they've got to bring that little extra punch
I
that
think
Cobra
the
Kai
bottom
does.
line will be for them and for their relationship and for the dojo. And I know we're skipping ahead because we're not at the end yet, but I think they'll see that the balance, and that is a word I think that they've actually brought up on the
Yes,
show
they
from
have.
Mr. Miyagi. But yeah, I think they'll find that balance with each other and realize that in their ways, it's like, Johnny's right. They both have rights is my point. That where they're right.
I mean, we're Mr. Miyagi, kind of as Johnny points out, like he was no chicken. Like he would mess someone up, just like in the first one and the third movie. He didn't have a problem when he needed to beat someone up. So I think they will find
his skills.
Yeah, he had some offensive skills. So I think they'll find that balance. I'm excited for part 2 of the show, but let's see, what would we rank? We'll go ahead and rank 5 being the max level of Hoots. I give the first 5 episodes, I give them a 5 out of 5. I had fun with it. I mean, I just enjoyed the series.
I'm biased. I'm just, it doesn't have to be perfect when you really enjoy something. That's the beauty of really enjoying it. You can let a few things go and just love it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give it 5 Hoots as well.
Yeah, so 5 out of 5 for Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 1. We will be back with covering Part 2 when that comes out in November. Can't wait. Excited for that because Cobra Kai never dies, as they say.
And I have a feeling from then on, it's going to really pick up.
Be intent. Last thing I will say, if this was real life, man, those kids would be a total menace to society. They get in more straight up karate fights everywhere they go.
Just them all everywhere. School. Everywhere.
But it's fun. We don't care. It's fun.
Putt golf everywhere. They're karate.
They're karateing, but
time.
It works in the show. But what did you guys think of Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1? Share your thoughts below. And if you have not yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also give this video a thumbs up. And last thing too, will Chosen finally go get his woman? I think that's why he's going to Japan.
Oh, that's why. I will say before we wrap up too, I missed that because I'm like, where did Chosen go? I must have missed that's where he went to. Okay.
I think he's looking at flights to how do you say it from the second movie?
I could know.
I would know it if I wasn't on the spot.
I know, right?
But I think Chosen's gonna get him his woman, is what I think. But
I hope he does. I hope he does.
But anyways, make sure to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right, bye guys.